So I'm the coordinating minister of the new Brighton Union Church. I came here in February 2011 and I'd been on deck here for 2.5 weeks when the big quake struck. I was in the building with 3 other people, and we stood there and watched the front falling off it onto Union Street. That's where the journey began.
There was a lot of heartache. There was a lot of liquefaction, homes very badly damaged, flooded. The people here, particularly in the east, there's this connection that will never go away. It'll always be there, whether people have a difference of opinion or, we're all from different worlds, but we've all been through something.
I knew immediately all of the training I'd had for ministry, formal training I'd had for ministry, was totally irrelevant. Together we were going to have to recreate what it means to be church, so we couldn't use the site. So the immediate issue we had was what's going to happen on Sunday.
After the earthquake, I remember the first church service was on the beach, and there was just a handful of us, which was really nice.
It wasn't our traditional service, but there was some prayer, we sang a song, and we just shared how we were and some of our stories, and it was incredible. It was church as it should be.
And then there was a cafe in Carnaby Lane, and it was Sue's cafe, and she allowed us to meet in her cafe. There would be half a circle rather than somebody, in the front doing a sermon and then everybody sitting down. I really liked that because that was quite inclusive.
The church here, it's been wonderful coming along here on Thursdays. We have soup in the winter, and then in the summer we've had barbecues, and I think it's that moral support, and each person would have a turn at bringing soup along or something special for lunch.
And the idea was we'd do that until it got too cold. We really started to make significant relationships with a number of people who don't come to the service on Sunday morning, but they consider this to be their church. We got to winter, people didn't want to stop it, so we just kept going. It was all very informal, and we got away from, hours and hours of the sort of preparation that usually goes into services with everything nicely polished and the T's crossed and everything. We completely got away from that, and it was all about the people. We had the cup of tea before the service, not after. The earthquake changed that, and we still do it because it's a way of offering hospitality to people when they arrive, and it just connects people in a nice way. There's a very, very thin line, and you can almost not see it, between who's in the parish and who isn't.
Even though I don't believe in God, it doesn't bother Mark if I do come and take part in the service.
A lot of the most meaningful theological conversations and faith-type conversations I've had in the 7 years here has been over the barbecue, in the community lunch, in the initiatives. We're not worshipping on Sunday, and we were not in a Bible study. It's probably the thing I treasure most from my ministry here. All of these stories and these experiences I'm talking about have had a huge influence over this new building that I'm now sitting in. We've also been heavily influenced by the wider community because at certain points we've gone to them and asked for their input. So here we are, the Chapel of the Waves. We've got the waves on the ceiling, and we've got this amazing stained glass window which is not religious. This space is going to begin to grow stories, and we'll begin to look back and remember all these great experiences that have a real spirituality to them that have happened in this place. My dream for this space is that it doubles as a centre for peace and dialogue, where we can create the kind of space which is conducive to really listening to each other well and reaching a greater understanding of where people are coming from, and trying to find the common ground. This parish is very, very different to what it was. It will continue to change, and one of the reasons it will continue to change is that because we have such strong relationships with the community, they help change us. They help us know where God's leading us.